With 2020 now over, I think it's time to look back at it and reflect on what this crazy year actually was for both me, my content, and all that shit. Um, so for those looking for some POG gameplay or some stream highlights, this isn't the video really. I'm probably gonna be rather raw here, very open, and just talking about this year because at the end of the day, it wasn't a good year by any means. Like, yeah, I learned a lot, but a lot of shit happened, and it was what it was. But can't go back and change that. So going into the year, we heard about the current situation, I guess, and didn't really think much of it. Just kept going, kept grinding, and then content wise was all right. It was getting there. There was hype for Valorant at that point. Project A, that was starting to go on, but in terms of content, I was kind of lost. I just joined Oxygen at the start of 2020, which was really hype, really pog. I really enjoyed my time with the guys there. But after that, I just went my separate way. I realized that I didn't really know what I wanted to do with my content. And because of that, I just went my own direction. They kind of just went off into the void as a lone hunter. I'd also just finished casting the winter split for Zula, so that was also kind of something I was playing at, I guess, at the time. But I wasn't really too sure what to do in that direction. So kind of was just hopping around with content, which I guess is just me. That's usually what happens. We never really stick to something, but I guess that was a time I was more lost than ever. I also tried YouTube streaming for a bit, which, as I've said time and time again on stream, I think YouTube live streaming will be the future for streaming. Once they get their quality of life update just a little bit better, like the encoder's a little bit nicer, the chat feature, the live browsing kind of idea of it, I think that'll be great. And I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully, maybe this year even. But yeah, then, gosh, that was like the first few months. But then lockdown happened, all that kind of stuff, all that crazy shenanigans. But Valorant dropped, which was really good. Beta, really fun. Made some really good content on that. Made some really fun memories. Around that time, I picked up a strain on my wrist, and I picked up an RSI in my left wrist, which I'm still having to deal with now, which really put a damper to the plans and the plan to blow up on Valorant and make it my bitch, which if anyone remembers the video from last year, where 2019 or whatever you want to call it, I was kind of saying that. So yeah, that was kind of a rip, but hey, it is what it is. But what that did enable me to do was really think, what am I doing with my time? And hopefully with that has made me be more productive with the time I have, as I can't play for as long sessions as I'd maybe have hoped at the start of the year, which I guess leads me on to the mental development I guess I had this year. I feel like I've really progressed as a human this year, with my mindset and not being a glass half full, but trying to find the silver lining on shit. Because at the end of the day, this year, life's shit, but this year was incredibly awful. And we're only here for a short amount of time on this planet. I think it's really important that we enjoy it, make the most of it. And being a negative Nancy, sad boy 24/7, just, I don't think is right. I think this year I started taking a lot more care of my mental health and seeing where my shortcomings were. And also I've worked on my sleep schedule. I've been all right with my sleep schedule recently. That's kind of crazy. But yeah, along with this, as I was saying, 2020 has been a rough year. I think everyone can agree with that. I think most people have struggled with loss. This year I lost my grandma on my mum's side, which, yeah, that hurt. That really hurt. The worst part is because I don't think it's quite dawned on me yet that she's no longer here. Because of course we aren't able to have physical contact with people much this year. Which sucks, but something I was talking with my parents about, my mum, was that she wouldn't have enjoyed the world as it is now. She lived a long, good life. Thank fuck she didn't die of the current issue. She just her time, She was an old bird. But yeah, the one positive that I took away from it was at least she's in a better place now, you know. Doesn't have to worry about masking up and staying 2 meters away and not even going outside and living life. Which, hey, sucks. But, you know, we move. And in terms of uni, fuck uni, man. Like, been cucked over by uni this year as well. We've paying $9,000 a year to barely get an education in an industry that doesn't really exist at the moment. Kind of sucks. But a positive from that is after I finish up after this year, I'm hopefully going to be moving in with Alfie and Kat, which should be a really fun time. I'm really looking forward to whenever that is, when the world is allowing, I guess. But yeah, back to content and stuff. As I said, like, I've just been kind of lost, I feel, with content. But like these last few months, I feel I'm finally starting to get a mindset on where I want to go and the content I want to produce. Probably not. Knowing me, I'll probably have changed up my mindset in a few weeks' time. But I really do appreciate everyone that stuck around over 2020. And also to anyone that has been struggling with 2020, the fact that you've made it this far, you've made it to today, good shit. You really deserve a pat on the back, because this year is not, well, last year has not been easy. So yeah, I'd also like to thank everyone that like has ever reached out or DM'd or ever been on a voice call, because like, yeah, shit, it's been hard, and I really appreciate everyone that's been there and the friendships that I've made this year and the people I've met. It's been really great, because this year I was meant to do quite a lot. I was meant to go to TwitchCon Amsterdam. There was a chance of me casting a LAN in Poland. There was a load of stuff that we had planned in the real world that just world said no, which sucks. But hey, we're still alive. You know, that's the main thing we need to take away. We're still here, still kicking, we're still breathing, and we just got to take it a day at a time. This has really turned into a rant. I'm sorry, but hey, I guess enjoy the soothing tones of my voice if that's at all your thing. But yeah, looking forward to 2021. I guess I'd say my mental's in a better place now. My content is slowly going in a direction that I want it to. I think I'm starting to get a little bit more productive with my time, and I'm trying to be more consistent with the work I actually do and the stuff I put out, and have like a purpose. Because that's something I've really learned about, or really been thinking about this year, is making content with a purpose. If it doesn't, no matter what kind of content you put out, even be it as simple as a tweet, what purpose is it filling? And that's something I'm trying to work on and become better at. But hey, I've probably got quite a long way to go with that, because that's then going down into the mind's learning of people's minds and what gets clicks and what goes, oh, that's something interesting. I want to find out about this. I think the first half of this year is probably going to be rather rough, because I still have to finish up university, have a dissertation to write, I have a few reports to write. And for those that know me, I'm not an academic. I'm awful at writing, especially now that I can't type as easily. But hey, we'll get through it. Come, I'd say hopefully the summer of 2021, we'll be free. We'll be done with uni. I just need to find a job that pays the bills, and then it's game on. It's game on then. That's when shit really starts hitting the fan. So hopefully people that stick around then, hopefully you can see my efforts pay off, you know? And I guess like we can have a cool time, you know, and look back on these weird times and laugh about it, you know? But to everyone that has been celebrating over the last few days, I hope you've been staying safe. I hope you've been staying well. And I hope that everyone has a better 2021 than 2020. Stay safe, keep doing you, and I'll see you around.